And then of course there's YouTube and also Instagram. There are very popular social media tools out there and we know them very well. And this is today's generation of social media, right? But a lot of us tend to forget that social media, get this, social media has been around for at least 100 years. Suddenly everybody looked at me as though I'm some crazy person talking on stage. Now let me tell you, you didn't hear this wrong, yeah? Social media has been around for 100 years, if not even more than that. And let me tell you why. These four icons, we know them very well, we classify them as social media, but just 10 years ago maybe, this used to be our social media. You remember some of these icons, yeah? Friendster, how many of you used to have a Friendster account? Nice, you know, back then we go around saying that please leave a testimonial, right? And we spent so much time customizing our Friendster page, trying to look cool. And the cool kids in school used to have Friendster account 1, Friendster account 2, Friendster account 3. And here I am sitting at the corner of just Friendster account 1. You know, and some cool kids have 5 or 10 different accounts. And you have people like MSN Messenger, you know, back then there was the way of communicating. And it's crazy, right? How just within the past 10 years, social media has already changed. But let's take another 10 years back, another decade back, right? And do you know that these things used to be considered social media as well? Do you know what's this? It's a pager, right? Things that maybe your parents used to carry to communicate, to send messages to one another. How cool is that? Not cool anymore, but it used to be. Right? This was the era where phones and emails used to be so-called social networking tools because these were the only mediums where people can freely use to network and to communicate. And we bring back another 10 years before, right? Social media used to be something just like that. Letters. If you go back to speak to your parents or grandparents, right, do you know this how they used to communicate? They used to have something called pen pals. Have you heard of this term? Okay, some of you are still nodding, some of you are looking at me like, what's this guy talking about? This is not social. But back then, this is how people communicate, this is how they make friends on social media. Right? Back then, we asked for your full address. By the way, your full address is the one with a postcode and your country and your city and all of that, right? Nowadays, we just ask, what's your Insta ID? And you just give some random hashtag or something like that so people follow you. And things have changed, but back then those were social. But remember I started off by saying that social media has been around for 100 years or even more, because even back then, social can just be this one little bird. Where countries and people back then used to send homing pigeons to communicate, and that was already social. Why am I spending time to tell you all of this, right? Because I just want to establish a very simple fact before even I go into how digital can actually help startups or businesses gain a better foothold. Social media, or media in itself, may change. 5 years from now, 10 years from now, maybe Facebook won't be in existence anymore. I don't know. Similar to the panel up here, they were talking about the future of e-commerce, the future of payment. Nobody knows, but similar in media alone, nobody knows what is the next wave of media is going to be. However, what I can guarantee is that social won't. Unless it comes to a day where all of us prefer sitting at home on a chair with no interactions, we don't want to talk to anybody, not our parents, not our friends, nobody, and we just want to sit down and be happy, social will still continue to be a very key component in our lives. Agree? Yeah? So, similar to the theme of today, right? I just want to start off by also saying that today, I don't know whether you realize, but we really live in an environment where it's no longer just multi-channel. Meaning that we don't just rely on multiple apps to do multiple different things, although we have providers trying to combine them. We also live in a generation where it's really multi-screen. You think about it, we are exposed to screens almost the entire day. In fact, I could almost guarantee that maybe 80 to 99% of us in this room probably fall asleep with the last thing being your screen, and the first thing you do when you wake up is the screen again. True? Don't lie. Right? Don't tell me you fell asleep reading a book or you fell asleep counting sheep or counting stars or whatever. I'm pretty darn sure you fell asleep with your screen somehow. And the first thing you wake up to is definitely your phone again. Whether it's to turn off the alarm or to stop somebody on Insta or to just read that WhatsApp messages of hundreds of messages in your group, but that's the first thing we do. And that's the reality of the world that we live in today. Now, there's a reason why I'm very passionate when it comes to digital marketing and really just talking about social media. I can go on and on, but I'm only giving 40 minutes. But let me tell you a very simple reason by also introducing myself to you. So what happens is that I started my first company when I was 17 years old. In a foundation course in college, I started my first company, and since then I've started 8. So I sold 2 companies, 5 failed, one of them still running with a name called Open Minds. But what's interesting is not just the number of companies or number of failures I've started. What's interesting that got me exceedingly interested in marketing is because all these 8 companies I've started shared few very common points. Number 1, they were all bootstrapped, meaning we have not raised a single cent from anybody, including Open Minds. Right? The second very interesting fact is that all 8 companies, we have never spent a single cent on advertising or marketing. 0. Until today, Open Minds, although currently valued at $10 million, have spent 0 cents on marketing. Nothing ever. We have not spent an ad anywhere, whether it's newspaper, whether it's social media, whether it's Google, whether it's YouTube. 0. And we built it in this manner for a few reasons. One being, we bootstrap, we don't have money lah. Yeah, very straightforward answer. But number 2, we realized that the traffic that we were able to gain organically through some of the methods I'm going to share with you very shortly is really more effective than just blasting people ads. But before I go into that, I just want to put a caveat out there to say that this does not mean all of us here shouldn't buy ads. Okay? Ads has its right place, has its own functions, but if you are in a situation similar like I was, where you have bootstrapped, you have no funds, these are few ways you can actually get about starting your business and doing marketing or digital without spending any money. In fact, I always start off by telling people this very simple fact. One thing good about digital marketing, right, is that it really puts you on the same level as corporates that are spending a lot of money. Don't you agree? Back then, right, if anybody were to run a marketing campaign or advertising campaign, they spend millions of dollars putting a TV commercial, spending money on radio and doing all this random stuff. And you as a small startup somewhere, if you don't have that sum of money, you'll never be known to anybody else. But today, a small player, an unknown player, can suddenly become a huge company or a popular company just using digital. Oxford is a good example. Right? Prior to 2 months ago, nobody knew what this brand was. Shirts were always limited to the normal conventional brands you see out there. But a startup like them, within just a few months, suddenly became the talk of the internet. One of the F&B outlets that's just across the road right here, My Burger Lab, you know them? Yeah? Look at the F&B scene, there's so many burger stalls around. Yeah? We have everything from McDonald's to Ramly Burgers. But still, a startup came up and took the internet by storm. And since then, they've been a very profitable business. All because of digital. So if you're here, how many of you have a business? Can I see a show of hands? 1, 2, really? That's all? Behind? Anybody? Okay, yeah? Okay, there are more hands at the back. I can't really see. Okay. How many of you are sitting down here and thinking of starting a business? A lot more hands. So the rest of the hands, where are you? Here to observe. Never mind. Just teasing. Right. Now, if you are already running a business and you're thinking of running a business, the next 5 things I'm going to share with you will definitely help. And I'll go right into it because the 30-minute sign just came up. The first one, many people downplay